Hey everybody!
Hello!
Welcome to another episode of What's Up Watchtower. I am Mike.
I am Robin.
We normally don't introduce ourselves.
Not always,
It's been a while.
we forget sometimes.
So today we're coming to you because we were talking again about the videos from the 2016 district convention about remaining loyal to Jehovah. And we were just talking about it, and we said, you know what, maybe we should make a video about this.
Well, there's so many videos from that assembly, and we can't cover all of them, but we're trying to cover the ones that were the most impactful, will you say, to us? So we're going to cover one of the series of videos. But before we do, we just wanted to talk about how many YouTubers are now coming out and making their own videos, and we probably haven't even seen half of the new ones that are coming out.
No, every single day there's new ones.
Yeah, and we're so excited about that. And the more people making videos, the better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just feel like, everybody that can do it, we encourage you to do that. But
Yeah.
it's not for everybody, and people have different circumstances in their life, and we understand that. But it was just very interesting that I wasn't planning on telling this story, but I think I will. Anyways,
Okay.
So we just subscribed to a channel, and we were referred to it by the person making the videos who had been watching our videos and then found out that I'm related to someone that she grew up with.
Yeah, it's a very small world.
Very coincidental, because this person who is not a witness in my extended family told her friend about our videos, and she was like, oh my gosh, I've been watching their videos.
Yeah.
So she's making videos, and the channel is Shay. It's Shay, and anyways, I'm sure she would love to have more subscribers and people viewing, but she's only making these videos really for her daughter.
Well, just tell the situation with that really briefly too. It's very interesting.
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to watch all of your videos yet, but her daughter is 18 and is an active witness and is shunning her mother.
Yeah.
And I just think how heartbreaking that is. I think that if I had a child, which we don't have children, people have asked us before, no, we don't have any children. I think that that would be worse than what's happening to us, being shunned by our parents.
Yeah.
Just seems like something about that, I can't even imagine having my own child shun me.
And that goes right back to why we started making these videos, because young people are being so affected by what's going on by what's going on in the organization. We were really motivated when we see the Caleb and Sophia videos that are aimed directly at children. And the one man, one woman video that was out, and especially in this district convention, the video about young Sergey. And that really is what kind of got us on this whole thing. This story, it hit home with both of us, because we both love music. And we both play instruments, and it's just a big part of our lives. And this video really hit home, and I found it exceptionally disturbing, and so did Robin.
Very upsetting. Very, very. And a lot of people have been upset. A lot of witnesses and non-witnesses. So we're going to do as we've done before. We're going to watch the clip and then insert our comments.
I hope you weren't planning on sleeping all day.
Actually, I was thinking about it.
Come on, Papa, look how beautiful it is outside.
Okay.
He seems like a grumpy old man. This is the first video in this series, and we're taken to, he's in a hospital, his daughter's visiting him, and he's just like very miserable seeming person.
Well, it sounds as if he's depressed as well. He wants to stay in bed all day. So, you know, that's something that happens.
I just thought it was interesting that they would put that in this video. I don't understand why they... I don't know. All right. I don't understand.
I thought because he's in the hospital, he's upset.
Yeah, but they're the happiest people on earth. Even in the hospital, they're supposed to be happy.
We're the happiest people on earth. I'm gonna stay in bed all day.
I don't want to see how beautiful it is outside.
The light.
Oh, I found this picture while cleaning the attic. I didn't know you played the violin.
Sergey, it's getting late. It's time to put the violin down.
A little longer, please. My teacher says I'm really good.
It's true. You're playing better than I do now.
A man from the music conservatory came to our class, and my teacher told me to play for him.
Oh, and how did that go?
Well, first I was nervous. After I was done, he asked me if I could attend a program for young gifted musicians.
And what did you tell him?
I told him I'd ask you first, so can I please?
All right, so this young man is a gifted young prodigy of the violin. His father says, "You're better than I am even now." And so he wants to continue learning and getting better. And a man from the conservatory is visiting his school and hears him play and wants him to come to the conservatory. I mean, what an honor.
He wants to nourish that natural talent that this kid already has.
Yeah, and for most parents, that would be an amazing honor and an opportunity for their child to get an education and possibly get a scholarship so that they get their education for free. Mm-hmm. Most parents would be overjoyed by this, but his father doesn't look too happy about that.
And the thing that I noticed also is that this is the first time the father is hearing of it. Mm-hmm. He knows nothing about the school, the teachers, the instructors, the curriculum, the hours, the deal he's gonna get to send his child there. The answer is no.
I don't think it's a good idea.
What? But why? It's just playing the violin. You and I play together. What's the difference?
The difference is we play violin for our enjoyment.
We play violin for enjoyment. It's different for the world. No, it's not. Most people that play a musical instrument of any type start playing it out of curiosity and continue playing because of enjoyment. If somebody happens to be really good, they enjoyed it a whole lot.
Yeah.
So that is a false premise right there. That it's a lie, basically, told to you as a truth in this video. And that's the kind of thing that makes me angry. That Jehovah's Witnesses are painting worldly people as insincere in worldly people, regular people, as insincere, not only in their dealings with you, but in everything they do in their life. Sure, they'll play the music, and they'll get involved in this, but it's not because they love it. It's for another reason. Maybe Satan wanted them to play. Stupid. Oh my God.
It's different with the world. The pressure to be very best is so strong. And the spirit of competition, it can become so great that it will consume you.
I can handle it.
It will consume you. That is such a bunch of bull. I mean, like I said before, most parents would be overjoyed. Their child is excelling at something at such a young age, and that this could potentially be a career path for them and getting an education possibly for free. But what's wrong with the spirit of competition? That drives me crazy.
Without competition, this world would be dull, first of all. We would not have the great things that we have. We would not have achieved the things we have achieved as a human race without competition. And, you know, we talked about it a little earlier, the space race. You know, sure, 1969, the race for the moon, first man on the moon or whatever. Do you know how many technological advances we've received just because of that one time period in human history where mankind was striving for something great, and it happened to be that Russia and the United States were in competition for the same thing?
The list is a mile long of
Yeah.
the technological advancements that we have benefited from. I'm recording with my cell phone right now. Wouldn't have that without the space race, without the competition. And, you know, competition is awesome. How many people love sports? Well, that's competition. The Olympics. I love to watch the Olympics when it comes around because you see people, athletes at their top performance level that they've worked towards, and it's inspirational. I might not even be interested in whatever sport that they're competing in, but to watch people who are at the top of their game doing something that they're passionate about, it's a beautiful thing. I mean,
it makes everyone feel good when you see somebody who's put in the work, who obviously loves what they do, and they excel at it. It's a great feeling to see that person win, to see that person succeed, to see, because you know they deserve it. And that's why we root for underdogs. That's why we have favorite sports teams. That's why on a Saturday afternoon after field service, many of you Jehovah's Witnesses are going to sit down and watch college football. I know many who do. And, you know, that is a healthy part of life. It's healthy to want to strive to be the best in something that you're passionate about. Without that, we wouldn't have specialists in surgeries. We wouldn't have people who create new ways to make things. We wouldn't have all of these new computer designs and apps to help us do specific things without people striving to be the first person to the marketplace to offer this great thing.
right, what a boring world this would be if there was no spirit of competition.
Right? And music would suffer too.
Oh.
If you love music, it would suffer. Nobody's making new stuff that tries to stretch past the old boundaries and, you know, stretch past people's normal sonic capabilities of understanding. Just, you know, blow your mind with something new. Yeah, that's important stuff.
Yeah.
Sergey, conservatory exists to convince young people to make music their life, their career.
Conservatory does not exist to make children make music their life. It exists for people who have already decided that music will be their life. I don't think they understand the definition of that word, conservatory.
You will be surrounded by people who don't love Jehovah. Can you handle that?
If you're going to the Kingdom Hall, you're probably already surrounded with some people who don't love Jehovah. How are you going to handle that?
I don't know, but I really love it. And I'm not good at anything else, but I'm good at this. Could I just try for a little bit?
I'm not good at anything else, Dad. Can I just try this for a bit? No, son. You're going to take a crappy job, making minimum wage, doing something you hate, and you're going to be stuck with that for the rest of your life.
And then you're going to be a miserable old man on your deathbed.
Oh, sneak peek to the future.
I think it will make only harder for you. And Sergey, you don't have to give up playing. We still can enjoy playing beautiful music together like we always do.
We can enjoy making music together like we always do. Even though you're already better than I am.
Yeah. Dad, I'm like 11 years old and I'm better than you. How am I supposed to support this band when you stink? I need to find a new drummer. Somebody.
Just not at the conservatory.
That's right. We must show Jehovah that we love him first.
Wasn't David, King David, an accomplished musician himself?
I believe he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that they seem to think that was okay back in the Old Testament.
Yeah. Yet they need orchestral talents to play for their recordings, to play for now their videos. They need people who can play music. They should have been encouraging this kid. Hey, come to Bethel once you're out of the conservatory. We can use you there.
They should have been encouraging people to go to acting school. Hey, NYU is like right around the corner, guys. It's a good film school.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
One day you will understand.
Oh, one day I'll understand, all right. I'll understand that you squashed my dreams. I'll understand that I was lied to. And I'll understand when I'm 65, 70 years old in a hospital bed, sneak peek, that
Spoiler alert.
that I could have had my career as a professional musician and still raised my family and not had to suffer and do backbreaking work as a welder and traveling to other jobs as, oh, it's another sneak peek.
Oh, spoiler alert.
So, you know, he could have had an easier life for himself and had more time to serve Jehovah if he would have probably just continued on that path.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
For now, I really appreciate you being obedient.
I appreciate you being obedient. Like you have a choice at 11 years old or 10 years old or however old this child is. Like you have a choice. You have no choice. And that's why you see people, when they get older, many people who leave are angry. And I get it. I've been there. There's a reason for that, parents. There's a reason why people who leave are angry. This is a reason why.
I really appreciate you being obedient.
My dad says I can't.
Can't do it. I just find that so sad. I wanted to cry when I saw that video. He passes by the room where his friend is practicing, and he's, come on in, come play with us. Like, come play a musical instrument where we're making beautiful music. No, can't come play a musical instrument because that would be disloyal to Jehovah.
The thing that gets me, and this goes across many boundaries with the witnesses, you can play an instrument. You just can't be that good at it. You can, do something. You can have a hobby. You can be a great football player. You just can't be that good. You can't be good enough that you would be recognized as somebody who might be able to play professionally. Or, you just can't be so good that you would stand out as being exceptional. That's the thing. How many times have you seen exceptional people held down by this organization?
Yeah.
Thank goodness most of them leave.
Thank goodness that people like Prince was not raised as a witness, because otherwise the world would not have enjoyed his music.
Yep.
They would not have ever gotten to hear the genius behind his music. So, unbelievable. All right, so we just had a little conversation here. We were gonna watch the other ones in the series, and maybe we will cover that in another video, but we just wanted to talk about a couple of things that we noticed in the rest of the series of the Sergey videos. So it was in the last one. Well, she mentioned it in the first one too. His daughter, I didn't know that you played violin. I just found that so interesting that they put that in there, because obviously he lost interest in it. It was just a childhood phase. He lost interest in it because he was pursuing the kingdom, and he went to prison, and then he became like a substitute circuit overseer or something. And so anyways, and then his response was, I guess I lost interest in it.
The thing, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know if you want to keep.
No, I mean, they put that in there, I think, to say these things aren't important.
Right.
You think it's important while you were young, but once you get older, you'll realize that it wasn't important and that you would have lost interest in it anyways. So,
it makes me think that of all the people that you know that are Jehovah's Witnesses, even friends, and I think of this specifically about family members, my parents, people I know, it gets to a point where, and this is my opinion, I feel like you know them only as Jehovah's Witnesses, that you almost lose a sense of yourself. Well, you do lose yourself if you're heavily involved in the religion.
you don't even know who you are when you're in it.
But I don't imagine that being so strange for a daughter who's maybe 20 years old to say to her dad, "Oh, I didn't know you played the violin." There's probably a lot of things you don't know about your parents, about what they like, what kind of music they like, what kind of things they did when they were young, things they were passionate about that they have given up and don't talk about anymore.
Dreams they gave up on because they couldn't do that, they didn't feel, and remain a witness.
I mean, just as an example, I mean, would any of you be surprised to find out that your father, who was an elder, played bass in a surf band or something, or cool things like that you don't necessarily know about your parents because they don't talk about it anymore. They don't talk about all the cool, fun things that they were into when they were young or before they were witnesses.
Well, it's painful to talk about things that you gave up on, dreams that you gave up on.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want to bring anything negative to the organization because you gave it up for Jehovah,
Yeah.
But
and to feel that you've given it up for something and for what? And for what? You're still waiting on something. I can imagine this feeling of resentment would build up in people, and like you said, very painful to talk about because it's living a life unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm. And personal story, somebody I know, someone I love very much, very close to, don't know, at this point what will become of our relationship since we disassociated ourselves, but wonderful mother, has homeschooled her girls and done an amazing job. Out of everybody I know that's ever homeschooled, she's done an amazing job. And she got her daughters very early into music lessons and into a program where she lives with the university where she lives for orchestra. So they're in an orchestra. They take violin lessons, cello lessons, piano lessons, and they are so talented. And I just can't help but wonder how she's gonna feel when she sees this video at her convention.
Yeah.
And what her reaction to it will be. And I may never know, but I just think it's incredibly sad that now they're even being encouraged to give up pursuing a career in music.
And this is one more thing to think about. After you as a parent have already given up your dreams, how could you do that to your kids, knowing how it made you feel? How could you do that? How could you, knowing that you wanted to play violin and had an opportunity to go to a conservatory, maybe your daughter wanted to play violin and you had to tell her no. How do you do that to your kids, knowing that it's like passing abuse on? Really.
Yeah. And but then I think it's the last video that they show at the assembly of imagine the new system? Well, they show him as a young man playing violin in a field to his wife.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Yes, so this is the message. Anything you want to do in your life, you're going to have plenty of time to do when the new system comes. And how many times did you hear people say that? Or did you maybe say it yourself? Well, I'll learn how to do this or that in the new system when I have time.
Or did you hear from a talk? Have you ever wanted to learn every kind of instrument in the world and play, all kinds of instruments and learn about nature and you'll have all of eternity to learn all of this stuff.
Guess what? You're going to be busy. If the new system was real, just break it down for a second, okay? You're going to have to be growing your own food. There's no more Publix around the corner to go get your food at. You're going to be so busy trying to clean up the earth, first of all, from all the destruction and damage and wreckage from that. But, just living from day to day, growing food, trying to survive.
No clean water, no electricity, no power.
None of that. And we did a little math. We went on to
population database or something.
How many people have ever lived? And it came up with a figure of 108 billion people. So
who knows if that's exact? Who knows?
Well, let's just put it at 100 billion people. And we did the math. In 1,000 years, that would mean
290,000 something per day. Or 280 something thousand per day would be resurrected.
In 30 days, we figured that it would be 8 million people so if every day, every month, 8 million people will have been resurrected.
Almost 8.8 million people at the end of a month. So at the end of the first month, assuming Armageddon hits and people start waking up that very day, that means in the first month, there will already be more people who are resurrected than there are witnesses, assuming all 8 million witnesses make it through that great tribulation, because chances are some of you probably not gonna.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So, it's just so frustrating to think about these messages that are coming out. But the great news is that this could be hashtag the worst convention ever, or it could be hashtag the best convention ever, because we're reading so many stories of people who are waking up just from going to the convention this summer.
These videos are shocking to some people who are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yep.
We've heard some stories already.
Yep. So, yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, governing body. Good job.
Hey, we got to thank them too, because if they didn't start the JW broadcasting, we would have never started making videos.
Absolutely.
I would have never seen any videos on YouTube if I wasn't watching the JW broadcasting and being thoroughly irritated at it.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Thank you, JWs.
Thank you. Great
You've
job.
inspired us. Thing is, nobody can tell us we can't do what we're passionate about now.
Absolutely.
So
we are very focused on accomplishing goals that we have, and nobody can tell us not to do it.
Speaking of goals, we should make an announcement. Our website is live.
Yes, it is live.
www.whatsupwatchtower.com.
Yes, if you haven't been there, we put our disassociation letter up. So any of you who were interested in taking some of the wording, we got a bunch of responses about that. So.
Yeah, it's downloadable as a PDF copy. You can use it as a template or take what you want from it if you want. Also, our latest videos are mirrored up on the website. There are links for archives, for blogs, for articles. And we want to thank Floyd, our buddy Floyd, for helping us do this and making this a possibility. This is something that is in a growth process, so look for changes, and please email us. You can email us right through the site, get in contact with us that way, or or just email us info@whatsupwatchtower.com. And you'll find us.
We're getting high tech.
Yep, high tech.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.